Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Food School Smarter, Stronger, Leaner podcast on a mission to inspire a world where food makes us better. This Monday, guys, you're gonna hear a short extract from our conversation with Maria. Maria lives in Athens, Greece, and she's been a follower on Instagram, on different platforms. She's been a listener for a while. And Maria has struggled in her life a lot with weight. She's been struggling with her weight since she was a kid, and she had a lot of success. She lost, I believe now it's like 15, 20 kilos overall over many years. And now Maria is struggling to lose her last 5 kgs or so to reach her ideal body weight. And she doesn't know exactly why it's happening. So listen to this short extract from Maria's story. You're going to listen more from Maria throughout this week and listen to my take on it and my best advice to a lot of you guys that might be struggling with weight loss plateaus or just, struggling losing weight and you don't understand what might be happening. So this is a common mistake I see often over and over again. And a lot of us, I struggled with it myself, and it might seem not that intuitive or not that obvious. But guys, this aspect of weight loss, you need to pay attention to it if you want to have long-term success, if you want to lose weight, maintain weight effortlessly. At the same time, preserving your health, your energy levels, and just feeling, joyful and happy, not having some mental or emotional roller coaster issues. So without further ado, please tune in to this short extract, and then you'll hear from me again.
In the morning, before or after the workout, depends on my work. I have a very good breakfast, which is like an omelette, a piece of fruit, yogurt, and that's it. And I feel completely full. And I eat again next day. Next morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. It keeps me satiated throughout the day. I feel very full. I had some issues in the beginning of doing that program. I used to feel hungry at night and I couldn't sleep. But I think after 2-3 days, it stopped. There are days that I wake up and I'm not hungry at all, and 23 hours have gone by. I'm like, oh, I have to eat because then I won't have time. So I force myself to eat. Yesterday, it went all 27 hours without eating, and I was still not hungry at all.
Again, it might work for a while, but to be honest, if you just eat yogurt and omelette and some fruit, you will be deficient in quite some nutrients, because these foods, they do not supply all the nutrients that human body needs. So that might result in some hormonal issues, and that might also affect your energy levels, your sleep, your weight loss. Just that's why I always, whenever I work with someone or give it any kind of advice to someone, I always look at your food diary, what you eat on a daily basis, and then I put it into I check it with the database nutrition wise, and I see okay, these nutrients you're getting, these you're not getting, and these kind of deficiencies you might run into, and that can lead to these problems down the road. For myself personally, I really started to feel like my health got really, good, and my body weight and everything stopped fluctuating when I started to eat most of the days nutritionally balanced diet. What I mean is like I would check everything according to, the databases, and I would eat most of the days, I would eat all the nutrients that human body needs. And that really made a difference for my weight loss too. So I also like personally believe that, no matter how many meals a day you choose to eat, you just gotta eat like all the nutrients that, that it seems that our body needs from all the like studies and research and science.
Yes, I agree. Well, actually, in the morning, in the omelette, I try to add my veggies, and I also create a whole bowl of vegetables like broccoli and Brussels sprouts, things that um, you can keep in the fridge for a whole week. And within the omelette and the fruit and the yogurt, I also add the veggies. But as I told you, within that 1 hour, if I eat all of that, I feel a bit stuffed. So I started slowly adding the meals partially. So in the morning, first thing is to eat the piece of fruit. Well, up until yesterday, I would eat the fruit with some nuts. So I started not eating the fruit with the nuts from today. I eat the fruit on its own. And then after 25 minutes, I will have the main meal with the nuts or with olive oil. And it's a complete meal. It has its veggies, its protein, and its healthy fat. I try to combine all the healthy nutrients and all the healthy foods within a plate, as you taught us, the way you taught us. And I think I haven't, to be honest, I do not measure the nutrients and all the vitamins that I gain within that plate. But for a daily basis, I try to add as much as possible, like to get the vitamins, to get the minerals. I try do my best.
Almost nobody measures all the stuff that I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's what that also that's what I do for work. That's why I do it. But a few things that I would add into your menu, especially you're in that region like Mediterranean kind of, and you have a lot of good seafood probably. That is quite rich in nutrients, and minerals and things like zinc, magnesium. If you have like canned sardines, they have a lot of calcium. Also omega-3 fatty acids, you might be missing those. So I would definitely look into some seafood, shellfish to add into some of your meals.
Guys, now that you've listened to this short extract from our conversation with Maria, I'd like you to focus more on the next aspect of that conversation. Cutting out more and more foods and food groups from our diet, our daily meal plan, especially for a long time, guys. It's like cutting down the same tree that we are sitting on. Maybe we're even trying to build a tree house on the top of the same tree that we are cutting down. It's inevitable that failure, that weight loss plateau, or some health problems, maybe mental, emotional problems will arise to the top. There's only so much that our body can give before starting resisting our weight loss efforts. Our body's first priority is our survival, is keeping us alive. And so when your body senses that it's being threatened by nutrient deficiencies, it's going to resist with its last fiber all our efforts. And because the priority of the body is to preserve health and vitality before fat, it will preserve that before giving you an opportunity to lose any more weight, because our weight is our body's reserve of nutrition that we might not be getting. Like, our body never knows when the next meal is coming and what kind of nutrition is coming in the near future. And it's a good thing, it's our body's doing its job. But again, our body can only give so much until it starts resisting our weight loss efforts, and it won't give up until you give, until you nourish your body. And only then, when the body feels comfortable again, that it's safe, that nutrients that your body needs are coming on a regular basis, only then your body will give up some weight. And that's what they call broken metabolism, when your body starts resisting weight loss efforts because of a lot of malnutrition and nutrient inadequacies. That's why, guys, nutrient supplementation and preserving as much nutrient density, as much food variety, and not cutting too much our food intake is essential for our long-term weight loss journey, and at the same time trying to maintain maximum health, vitality, and energy. Heck, some nutrients are even needed, guys. They're essential to burn fat for energy. For example, we need twice or 3 times sometimes more vitamin B2, riboflavin, when we are losing weight, when we are trying to lose fat, because to burn fat for energy, when there is not enough energy in our foods, when we are trying to cut down calories, to burn fat, our body needs B2. It needs it on a regular basis, but especially when we are trying to lose fat, it needs more of it. When we're doing cardio or train and we need to burn fat, our body needs more of B2. And B2 is found in foods like chicken liver, for example, liver, kidneys, organ meats. In general, they would have more B2, like 80 grams of chicken liver will give all the B2 that we need per day. Other foods are not that rich in B2. For example, whole cow's milk would have about 50%. Sheep's milk would have about 50% per glass. Cow's milk, just about 30% per glass. For example, turkey meat, dark turkey meat, would have about 50% per 240 grams or 8 ounces. Dark, not turkey breast. Chicken would have much, much less. Beef, regular red meat would have about 50% in about 250 grams or about 8 ounces. And the rest of the foods don't have as much vitamin B2. And I bet when you're trying to lose weight and cut down a lot of food groups, those foods like dark meat, red meat, whole milk, chicken livers are not on the top of your food list. And that's why one of the big reasons why a lot of you guys might be experiencing weight loss plateaus, you're just not eating those nutrients that your body actually needs to even start burning fat. Like, this chemical reaction of turning fat into usable energy cannot happen if we don't have B2, riboflavin. It's easy as that. That's why, you need to not cut out the whole food groups and as many foods as possible. That's why probably you might need to supplement with those B vitamins that are essential to extract energy from the foods that we are getting. It's not a joke, guys. There is biochemistry that cannot happen without those vitamins. So that's essential. Just understand that when we are cutting out a lot of foods, a lot of food groups, first, we are compromising our health, and the body will start resisting losing weight because it thinks that we are starving and we are about to die. And so unless we give the nutrients that our body needs or increase calories a lot for a while, our body will not give more until we give and nourish. And then the second thing, to all of my clients that I work with who are going on a long-term weight loss program, we always supplement. Because you're gonna cut out a lot of foods, calories. It's hard to get all of the nutrition with all the required calories. And when you cut a lot, it's inevitable that you're going to be missing out on nutrition, and you need to supplement, and you need to focus on more nutritious foods, not some fruit and some veggies. It's just not enough, not going to cut it, guys. So, and that's what I'd like you to learn, that you need those essential nutrients. Just because you're losing weight, it doesn't mean that your body doesn't need essential vitamins and minerals, number one. And number two, understand that some vitamins, some nutrients, some substances are needed to turn fat into usable energy. And that's why for every person, I design a personalized supplementation program, because I do know that it's hard for most people to create a viable menu plan and to maintain it at the same time, cutting out calories and maintaining calorie deficit. So yeah, guys, vitamins and minerals are just as essential for weight loss as calorie deficit. And that being said, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. Re-listen to this episode again. Maybe you're gonna find some of you in this story and in this possible solution. Look into different supplementation, especially B vitamins, essential for extraction of energy from the foods that we are eating and also from our own body fat. Share this episode with one other person or with someone who might be struggling with weight loss. You're gonna hear more from Maria throughout this week. She has some important topics, some important points to share with you from her personal journey and her personal struggle. So stay tuned for that, guys. And as usual, till next time, eat better daily.